If you're in college, then be a whore, and I respect you for being a whore. But before you're in college, you're not gonna be a fucking whore. Not in my house. You understand?
Can you not?
That's right, because Daddy's a dancer, and he dances a lot.
Did I say hot? I meant not.
Erroneous! Erroneous on both counts!
Like, what goes on?
No. Okay. Is this...
Ghetto superstar, that is what you are. Coming from afar, reaching for the stars. Run away with me to another place. We can rely on each other. From one corner to another.
And don't stop now. Cut it! Listen and welcome to another episode of the What Goes On podcast. I am your co-host, JonAnthony, a.k.a. Captain Passion, a.k.a. Antoine 9000, and I'm here once again with my compatriot, one of my sisters, and you know, she's just very, very great, and I know the fans love her, and her name is
Amanda Marie.
Amanda Marie. She's here. Rico's here. Big time shout out, guys. And listen here. This is a new episode, and okay, just so we're all informed. Okay, we've been talking. It's hard to film on the days that we normally film and release on the days that we normally release, and we get it, and we do. I think we do realize that last week's episode, maybe it wasn't the best, but it's fine. We can't put out 7 fire episodes. It's just not going to happen. It's not realistic.
That's how this came out. We were like having conversations, and sometimes those conversations are
good,
great, and some are just normal.
Which is fine, and I appreciate the people who are with us are with us.
I know.
But I keep checking out. Keep checking in with us, but I think we're going to start releasing on Wednesdays, filming on the weekend, but as of right now...
We're going to work it out.
But as of right now, you're with us,
and
we appreciate you.
We're back.
And we're fucking hammered, maybe not.
Maybe.
And we're here.
Yes, we are.
And we're glad to be back, and after, a little tumultuous week, but it's fine. And, hopefully we don't get flagged on YouTube by the instrumental.
Come on.
But I thought, for me, personally, in my spirit and my soul, we were electric together.
We always need to do duets. And
we were electric.
No,
that's
we've
the key.
been doing duets since
we were very little.
Kids.
But that one in particular was electric.
I love
and I appreciate it.
Good.
Don't touch me.
It.
But that's fine.
He put his hand out first.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we're settled and we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
And thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So, Amanda.
Yes.
You're wearing the Dare shirt.
I am. Thank you.
Thanks you. Shout out to Elise. We appreciate your service.
We love you.
And we're here.
I love it. It's so cute.
So what's going on this week? I need to hear everything, and I want to know what's been going on. And also, real quick before that, listen. Newsflash to whoever my family's watching. I don't care. When I drink alcoholic beverages, adult beverages, I like to smoke a Juul here and there. So I'm going to start smoking Juuls on the program.
What's so amazing about that statement is that I don't have to make a disclaimer like that. Because everyone knows if I take out a meth pipe, a crack pipe, everybody knows Amanda. Oh, yeah, we know Amanda, yeah. Because for forever, I smoke cigarettes, I smoke weed, and I don't really care what the family says. Like, it never was a thing. Like, oh, you look high, your point exactly would be what. And now, years later, it's, like, legalized and all that.
Right,
so
right.
Nobody... Let someone say something.
So listen,
oh, JonAnthony's gonna smoke a Juul.
If I smoke a Juul here or there, don't fucking... I don't want to hear it in the comments. I don't want to hear in your text.
Don't judge me.
JonAnthony, our nieces and nephew... You know what? Listen, our
they're
nieces and
doing
nephew
way
are
worse
doing
shit.
fucking meth. Okay? Okay? So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah,
okay?
no.
So if I smoke a Juul now and then on the program...
Yeah.
There it is, and shout out.
Thank you. So yeah, that is. This is who we are, and it doesn't even matter.
What's been going on this week? I just need to know what's been going on.
So a couple weekends ago, I went to Cape Cod.
Cape Cod?
Yes.
Oh, okay, right. You went to Cape Cod.
Yeah,
it's in Massachusetts.
Yes,
I had
because
no idea.
our previous, producers, Stephania and Stephanie, they had their dance competition
in Cape Cod.
Yes. So me and Mom and the baby went. We said, let's go. It'll be fun. They're staying at a resort, indoor water park. Let's go.
Okay.
We go. It's
right.
freezing. It's pouring.
Is the old man snoring? Shout out.
No. Yeah.
Nursery rhyme.
There's several old men snoring at this point. But it's so hot. We're leading up to going, and it's a million degrees. We're melting. So we go, this is great. We're going to get away. There's a pool. We get there. It's rainy. It's gloomy. It's 70 degrees. Feels like October. It feels like Halloween night.
Oh, my God.
You need your hoodie. No, it was...
Really?
No, it was tragic.
I didn't know any of this.
No, it was tragic. The
happy
baby, my little baby, he graduated from pre-K on Friday. So we went to the school, and they did their kindergarten ceremony. It was hot. We had to sit. It was annoying. We hop in the car, and we drive to Massachusetts. By the time we get to Massachusetts, now it's 20 below. It's freezing. And we're like, what the fuck happened? It was horrible. We got dinner, whatever.
God.
So then the next day, we're like, all right. I'm like, yeah, let's go to the pool. 77 degrees, windy and cloudy.
Oh my God, that's not that good for a pool.
So we go outside to the pool, and I'm like, I brought this kid here so he can have fun outside. I get Louis, my brother-in-law, my nephew Louis to go outside. It's raining. Now it's raining. But they go in the pool, and I'm like, you know what? If they're in, I should go in.
Right.
You go in the pool, you're getting wet. Well, who cares if it's raining, whatever. We go in. It was gross. It was freezing. But we went in, and we had a little bit of fun. And then it came to us. We said, there's an in-ground, like an indoor water park at this place.
Jeez.
Idiots. So we buy the tickets to go there. We go. It was cute. Very cute. The baby went to slide, whatever. We're going on the lazy river for a while. And all of a sudden, something comes over me. And it might be, I guess, my anxiety. I don't know. I'm like, why am I in this? This is disgusting. No, the water here is disgusting. I hate it, and I hate Splish Splash. I hate it all. No, because you know everyone's fucking pissing in it. The Bandaids. There's the hair scrunchies. Someone lost a flip-flop. Get the fuck away. I get out, and I look at Mom and Titi Maria, and I say, I have to go. Can you guys watch the baby? Because something came over. It felt disgusting. I had to go back to the hotel room. I took a shower. I got warmed up. No, I was just, and it turns out that the baby had a blast.
Without you?
Yeah, with Devaney and Stephanie. They went up and down the slides. Amari's little brother. They had baby had an amazing time, which I'm happy about.
I'm going to cut you off for one.
Yeah.
There's always a loose Band-Aid around you.
It's just...
when you go to either Splish Splash or a public
pool. No, you're going to make me throw up.
Why do you have a Band-Aid?
Because they have a...
If you have a Band-Aid, just sunbathe. Why do you have to go in the pool? I don't know if you know this, but sticky things get negated by water. So when you have the Band-Aid on and you go in the water, it's gonna come off. But they don't care.
No, because I care because 3 feet in front of them, here it comes floating, and it's on.
Band-Aid flip-flop.
No, I won't. I went over 3 times, and I'm like with the baby, I'm splashing, and then all of a sudden I said,
"Oh my God!"
I said, "Oh my God!" I had to get out. And I got out, and it's freezing.
And it's always white people. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We love you, but it is usually you. Yeah, it's fine.
Either way, it was tragic. But so either way, and overall, my son had fun that night.
Right.
Praise be.
Praise be. Blessed be the fruit.
So then Sunday, we find out who wins because this is like national competition.
Wins a girls' dance competition. Yeah. That's why you're there.
Yeah, there's different schools from different states. They're all there. And our girls, Devaney and Stephanie at Starlight Dance, they put in hundreds of dances, but one of their numbers called Queen won overall national champ. No, it didn't matter age.
Shout out! Yes. Shout out to Queen. Shout out Freddie Mercury. Rest in peace.
It was a beautiful number.
And he is a very known homosexual, and we support that on this podcast.
That was great.
So you understand? Shout out Queen.
So that was a positive.
That's good.
It was Lynette's birthday. It was the baby's graduation.
Did you guys get some dinner, some drinks?
Yeah. So the victory? I'm like, we're in Cape Cod. And I'm like,
I don't even know what that is, but it's fine.
Me either, but I know that it's like crabs, fish. Like it's by the water, like I'm seeing like nautical.
Because it's a Cape Cod, you're assuming you're gonna get some lobster rolls.
It's gonna be like a lot of white people,
a lot of white people with American a lot of suntan lotion,
American flags.
Right.
That's Cape Cod.
Mopeds.
So
golf carts.
I go, where are we gonna go to dinner? It's the birthday. You win first place. They're like, let's go to Hibachi. I said, we're in Cape Cod. No one gets fucking Japanese food in fucking Cape Cod.
Because who's making it? Some fucking white boy named Darren with a beard and fucking dreadlocks that he's culturally appropriating, obviously.
No.
Did you go? Was there Japanese people there?
We didn't go there. I wouldn't stand for it.
I want to get.
I said because people, you say, oh, I went to Cape Cod. Like, oh, that's great. How was the clam chowder? How was the fish?
Hibachi.
We went to hibachi.
Where some white guy named fucking Greg and Darren were just, free bowling fucking, freshwater clams.
So I wouldn't stand for it. I really wanted to go to this place on the beach.
Where'd you end up eating, though?
In the hotel, they had a place called Hearth and Kettle. It was a beautiful restaurant. Like, it was nice. It was a restaurant.
Okay.
So I said, listen, we have to get fucking food. We have to get, I got lobster mac and cheese, and we all did the Cape Cod experience. I said when we get back, we can do fucking hibachi and patchos. No one fucking wants.
Of course. Shout out Cloud9, our sponsor. We appreciate you. We love you. Shout out.
Yeah. So we went there. All was well, and that was my recent venture to Massachusetts. Massachusetts Cape Cod. But there's another story. Okay. So I'm running.
What is this? What is this?
What is what?
Go ahead.
This is it.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
it stinks.
She's always got some sort of fiasco.
No, it is, and it's always something with me. Why is that?
But can I just explain to people for a second?
Tell them.
Here's the deal.
Oh my God.
Okay, so it's a random Monday or Tuesday, and Amanda will text me, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Nothing. Come upstairs. I'm here." Yeah. Okay, come upstairs, and I know for a fact something's going on. Like I just know there is some sort of. It's a storm brewing, and I know that I'm going to be the boogie boarder getting destroyed by the wave, and it's fine.
Not every time.
And I will take that role, and it's fine, and I appreciate that role. I want to be involved in the storm. I really, really do.
Yeah, you're the shelter. You're the shelter of the storm.
I want to understand what's going on, and I know sometimes I can be, despondent, but I do, at heart, want to know what's happening in the storm, so go.
So... everybody is in the room. I'm like, Mom, come with me. I don't know where the fuck I'm in fucking Cape Cod, Massachusetts, but I don't know my ass from my elbow in this place.
Exactly.
Literally. And then I'm like, I don't know what the climate is out there as far as cultural and ethnicity. So I'm like, Mom, I have to go get cigarettes. Come with me. Tita Maria's like, oh, across the way there's a gas station, whatever. We go there, the gas station's closed.
Mind you, the person, our aunt, who said that go across the street to get cigarettes, has never been here before. She's just saying
that there's a gas station across the street.
She goes, go across the street. But she doesn't know.
It's 11:30 at night.
That's classic Long Island. I'm just going, it's across the street.
But no.
It's right there.
So we go there, all the lights are off. It's closed.
Obviously.
Yeah. So
because we're in the middle of a national pandemic, but it's fine. Keep going. Go.
So I said 7-Eleven. 7-Elevens are open during the fucking pandemic.
Yes, they are. You want to know why? 1, 2, 3. Indians. Sorry. Go.
Okay. So I said that's not the way it went.
I know.
That's a lie.
I know. We're kidding.
Mommy, my mom said, you know what? How about Stop and Shop? Stop and Shop sells cigarettes, and I go, I don't think they do. She's like, every supermarket.
I thought there was some roast beef and rotisserie chickens.
So I put Stop and Shop in my GPS, and we go to Stop and Shop, and I walk in, and it's 11:30, and I'm like, hey, do you guys sell cigarettes here? No, we don't. Okay, great. I get back in the car. I go, you know what? 7-Eleven. We'll put it in a 7-Eleven. I go, Mom, there's a 7-Eleven 3 miles from here.
Always.
It's going to take us 8 minutes. Let's go.
You get a 4 local, you get a pack of cigarettes, you're going to have a great night.
So I go there, and I pick up, Devin wanted a soup, and I got a cereal for the baby, and I'm picking up whatever. So I go to pour coffee, because me and Mom are like, we're going to share coffee. It's 11:30 at night, but we're going to have coffee.
Right.
So I pour it in the cup. This much comes into the cup, and I'm like,
here we go.
Fucking really?
That's
how you know you're not in New York. There's no coffee. What do you mean? We need a fucking coffee.
If you're in New York, you can go to a 7-Eleven at 2:45, at 3:45, at 4:45, and there's going to be a fresh pot of coffee because we just operate on a higher level.
We're like this, constant.
We're fast. You understand what I'm saying? You go to Cape Cod, they're like, coffee? We don't serve coffee.
So,
we serve coffee from 7 to 11. It's like,
I go to the register. He wasn't a white guy. He was a Middle Eastern.
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
He's horrible.
It's a character
So some type of Middle Eastern. I'm not sure like where, but
right.
So I said, I put my stuff on the counter, and I go, no coffee? He goes, I can make it for you, but nobody really drinks it at this time. And I said, all right. No, because I said, you know what, you're right. I'm not going to have to make a whole thing for me and my mom to share a coffee. Right. We shouldn't even be drinking coffee because it's now almost 12. Right.
Got you.
I go, no, that's fine. Okay, but I go, yeah, also take a pack of Marlboro Menthol. And he goes, yeah, okay, no, we don't have that. And I'm like, what?
What do you mean?
I said, what? He's like, oh no, menthol cigarettes are banned in the state of Massachusetts. I said, what? What do you, like, wait. Because here I am with no cigarettes in fucking Cape Cod. I don't know what the fuck from what. And I have no cigarettes. And he's telling me that menthol cigarettes are banned in the state.
What does it even mean?
I go, what? He goes, oh yeah, they banned menthol cigarettes in the entire state of Massachusetts. I go, you know what? I'm going to need that cup of coffee after all. Because while he's making the coffee, I have to think, what kind of disgusting fucking cigarettes am I going to buy to get me through this fucking trip?
Wait, why would they be banned?
They're banned in the entire state. Menthol, done. Done. And I'll get to my theory. I'll get to my theory because I want to.
The whole state of Massachusetts can't sell menthol cigarettes? No. So they don't even know what a Newport is?
They know what they are, but they know they can't have it.
Oh my!
So I'll get into my theory.
This is why serial killers come from Massachusetts, because you don't give them menthol cigarettes.
No. So my theory on that's coming up. So I look at him. I go, you know what? I look at him. I'm laughing. I'm in my fucking
menthol
Victoria's Secret slides. I'm in sweatpants and a baggy t-shirt, and I'm just like, give me coffee at this point. I'm glitching out. I'm like, what is even going on? So he goes, you know what? I go, I'm gonna need that cup of coffee after all. So then he goes, all right, hold on 1 second. He's like, what about black menthol? That's dead. He goes, what about black menthol? I'm like, I don't know what that is. Yeah, sure. I don't know what's going on.
He goes, what about black menthol?
Menthol black.
So he's a racist.
So, no, it's a string. It's a stray. It's a strand.
Okay.
So I go, yeah, sure. Yeah, I think. I don't know what I'm answering, but it has the word menthol in it. So I'm like, yes, I like that.
Right.
So he goes into the back room, employees only, into the bathroom, around in circles, comes back. He comes back, right? He walks up, he has something in his hands, and then he grabs like marble menthol, like a marble reds, not menthol, off the counter. He rings those up and then throws something else in the bag and goes, you didn't get it from here. I said, oh my God, I love you. He goes, you didn't get it from here. I said, oh my God, and I looked at him and I said, I love you. You're my favorite person I ever met in my entire life. So that's what happened.
You didn't get it from here.
You didn't get it from here. He throws it in the bag. You didn't get it from here. I said, you're damn Skippy. I love you. And I left.
Okay, what was in the bag?
It was the menthol cigarettes.
Regular?
Well, it was the black one, but I don't even know what that means because they were like regular menthol. I don't know. Like I think.
So he goes, you didn't get it from here. Just slides in the bag.
Swear to God. I said, praise be.
What's his name?
I don't even want to get him in trouble like that because whatever, but I was like, and I looked at him and I go, I love you. And I walked out because, could you imagine now it's a fucking rainy, shitty fucking Massachusetts for our vacation. I'm here for another 3 fucking days. And I can't get no menthol cigarettes.
So he just throws menthol cigarettes in the bag?
You get from here. I go, you're damn right, I didn't have a good night.
Oh
and I kept
my
walking out.
God.
Bye. Yeah.
Were they good?
Yeah.
Did they taste regular?
Fine.
What was it brand?
The thing is, like, I can show you a picture so you can see, like, menthol cigarettes, like, white with a blue top. This was, like, I'm not blue top, green top. And this was, like, green, a stripe of black, and then silver. They're like a little, like, strand off. They're probably, like, mids or, like, whatever.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, no, illegal. But I was like, I looked at it, I just was like, and then I'm thinking, I'm leaving the place, I'm like, Mom, wasn't he cute? Like, now I'm, like, in love with him. Like, I have, like, a crush on him. It's not
like give you menthol cigarettes.
because I was like, he's my Lord and Savior.
That's where it comes. That's where it came in your life, where it's like someone who illegally gives you menthol cigarettes. You just go, is he my soulmate?
Yes!
Is he my soulmate? Is he the father to my next child?
Because that's what I'm thinking now. What a good man. He takes care of me.
Right. I can appreciate someone who is, downtrodden.
Yeah. So that was...
Oh, my God. You didn't get it from here.
And those in the bag.
That's electric.
No, it was...
We appreciate it. And shout out to you.
Whatever your name is.
What was the state?
No, I don't...
Massachusetts.
Sorry, I know you broke the law, but you know what? You do good for the people.
Exactly. And that's why people go to your gas station, because they know that they're going to get taken care of. And we appreciate you, and we appreciate your service.
So I spoke to somebody later that night, and I said...
Who's somebody?
Somebody.
Okay.
And we're talking, and I said, "Can you believe I went to this gas? And they wouldn't give me fucking menthol cigarettes. They wouldn't give me menthol cigarettes." And he's like, "Well, it's probably because Massachusetts is very racist, and menthols are really like a black and brown thing. Like the Newports."
That is right. White people smoke fucking Reds.
Parliament.
Virginia
Slims.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
And the cool, hip, black, brown people, you're smoking Newport Hornets.
Yeah.
You're smoking fucking regular Noopies, you know? And
your
we don't
Marlboro
have time.
Menthol.
Marlboro, and we don't have time for it. Like, you know, when I see someone smoking, what is it? A Marlboro Red, I just assume that they have a bag of, you know, off-brand Chex Mix in their pocket,
and their horse is parked out front.
and they're watching some sort of, you know, their kid's baseball game who doesn't get any playing time. You know what I mean? They're in the crowd. They're going, "Yeah, Johnny, you get him. You know, you get him." The dad's not there, obviously, because he's fucking in the fucking coal mine, and she's going, "Yeah," off-brand Chex Mix in her fucking hair, and she's going, "Yeah, Johnny," on a fucking shitty-ass chair, because she got banned from the fucking stands, you know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ!
It was good.
It's a finasco. That's exactly what it is. It's a fucking finasco.
So that's
that's what I mean about when you move to other places. Like, it's just not New York. It's just not.
No, like little things like that. I was like, wait, like I've never felt so like. I felt like violated. I felt like, because I was like, what do you mean? Like, you don't have my cigarettes? I'm gonna be here. I'm trapped here for another 2 fucking months.
We don't serve no menthol cigarettes.
No, that's how it is, because he was also brown, Middle Eastern. They're brown. Look at me. I look like I can be fucking. Who knows?
You could be darker. You could be darker.
Fucking Pakistani. Who fucking knows? So he was like, I was like, oh my god, I think we were meant to have like an arranged marriage. So that's
how old
probably
was
my
he,
soulmate.
if you had to say?
He was probably late 20s, early 30s.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Was he a little bit handsome?
No, but that's the thing. Yes.
Did you get his number?
No, because I was just so like, he just did me a
Ecstatic
solid,
about the
and you could tell he was so nervous because there was like other people shopping in the store, and it's like he can lose his fucking license to even like operate in that state. But I was like, oh my god, I love you, and like I'm probably gonna go back.
That's like another thing. I think they banned menthol and all that shit because like they're thinking little kids are gonna buy them, but like no little kid knows what menthol is.
Means.
It's not called like
strawberry.
It's not called like fucking mint chocolate chip.
Right.
What is menthol? I didn't know what menthol was until I was fucking older, doing a bunch of dirtbag stuff.
I know. No.
I mean, it's just like that's like when they banned fucking candy cigarettes from the fucking ice cream man.
That was stupid.
How dare you?
We shouldn't have had that.
Listen, if I want to get diabetes from candy cigarettes, that's my right.
Yeah, that's probably why I smoke cigarettes.
That's my right. I want those candy cigarettes. You understand? And I'm going to fake smoke them for about 13 seconds, and then I'm going to jam them down. Because it's just sugar. I just want the sugar.
I haven't had those in a while.
And you ban the candy cigarettes, but you don't ban real cigarettes? How does that make any sense?
It makes plenty of sense.
Does it?
Yeah.
Was it a money sign?
Yeah, because that's
I guess it makes sense in that, but it's just like, what are we doing here?
That's all people care. Honey, that's what people care about.
I mean, what are we doing?
Let the fat with diabetes.
Let the kid eat the candy cigarettes. It's called candy cigarettes. They're not called cigarettes. They're called candy. If you went to the ice cream and said, "Hey, can I get some cigarettes?" He'd go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" If you went to the ice cream and you said, "Can I get some candy cigarettes?" He's gonna give you a pack, and there's gonna be a cowboy on it with a fucking little hat. And it's gonna be great. It's about 75 cents, and it's just about. It's just basically a rod of sugar, and I'm gonna eat them. And I'm going to get early onset diabetes. And you're going to drive away, and it's going to be fine. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because people only care about emphysema. They don't care about early onset diabetes. And that's fine. Because I want my candy cigarettes with a little paint of red on top. You understand?
Yeah, they were good.
Don't tell me what I should have known. I'm going to fake smoke the candy cigarettes, and then I'm going to eat them. You understand?
And you should be able to.
And enough's enough. And Massachusetts, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Okay? Menthol cigarettes?
Couldn't even believe it was a thing. And it goes to show you, like, other states. Like, you're thinking, oh, you go to another state, like, holy shit. It's like a different fucking world. Right. So it's like, oh, wait, you can't wear pink.
Right. It's like,
no,
what?
It's crazy in other states. We don't understand because New York we are, and I'm going to use the word liberal. And by liberal, I mean it by its actual meaning and not by its political meaning, but that like we do whatever we want.
We don't
like,
care.
We wear whatever we want. We do what we want to do.
When you live in New York, it's a very different thing. You just do what you want to do. You're a human. This is the world, and you can do what you want to do.
You want to
just
dye
like
your
when
hair
you're out
pink
there and
and
you're
you
playing
like-
your video games, and you it's open world. What a treat! You know what? This is real open world, okay?
Yeah.
You live in New York City, and you can do it. If you want to stab a hobo on the street, you can do that. There's going to be consequences. You're going to see Greg Kolodinsky in fucking Rikers Island, but you can do that, and that's all I want. All I want is to be able to murder somebody in cold blood.
Oh my God,
That's what, you know what I'm saying?
I don't hate that. I hate that.
You know?
I hate that.
But there's Cape Cod, so if you guys want to fucking Yelp
Oh, so that
review,
was my wonderful fucking
don't
time
go
in
there.
Cape Cod.
Okay?
I had lobster fucking mac and cheese, pretty good.
Did you have lobster bisque?
No, I had what's the other one? Clam chowder.
You have clam chowder?
New England.
Did you have it?
So I said to the lady, you only have New England? She goes, oh my God, they'd kill me if we had Rhode Island clam chowder. In my head, I'm like, I don't even dare bring up Manhattan clam chowder to this lady right now, because she's only talking about Rhode Island. I never even heard of fucking Rhode Island. If I tell this lady Manhattan, I'd probably get kicked out of the restaurant.
What is Rhode Island
I'd get kicked out of the restaurant if I brought up Manhattan.
Guys, if you're a fan,
I'll show you, it's different. So
Rhode Island
Manhattan
clam
is like
chowder?
that red.
Right.
New England
Stupid.
is that white.
That's good.
Rhode Island almost looks like a chicken broth. It's like see-through.
No.
But slightly slightly creamy. Like not completely. But it's I know. She goes, we would be embarrassed to have a Rhode Island clam chowder in here. And she walks out.
Is she English? Is she from England?
I look at mommy and Tita Maria.
Is she from England?
I go, Rhode Island clam chowder. Who's ever heard of even fucking Rhode Island? So I Google it, and I was like, oh, maybe Rhode Island and Manhattan's the same, and it's just different than New England. And I'm looking, I go, oh my God, it's different. I go, could you imagine if I said to her Manhattan, she would have had a fucking heart attack on the floor.
You know what that reminds me of? When I went to go visit my friend Evan, he was in the Marine Corps, and he was graduating on the boat in Boston. I'm like, I've never been to Boston. Like, it's fucking great. So we go, me and Joe, there's plenty of bars. And I'm like, this is like a nicer, like, smaller, cleaner version of New York City, right? And they're like, you've never had fish and chips until you've had it in Boston. And I'm jazzed up because, Daddy loves his tartar sauce, you know what I'm saying? So we go to a restaurant after the graduation. I go, let me get some, authentic fish and chips. She goes, I gotcha. She brings the fish and chips. It looks great. I eat it and I go, nothing different. It's a fish. It's fried. And there's a potato. And it's also fried. It's not something magnificent. So if anyone's in Boston,
you know why that
you're not good at anything.
You know why that is? It's because New York, we bring the best of everything.
But why are you telling?
You can go to New York and you can get probably the best fish and chips that there is in the entire country.
Chips.
You can also probably get the best Thai food. You can probably get the best Chinese food. You could probably get the best Spanish food.
Right.
And because I genuinely like to think that we took everyone from every place and we brought them together.
Of
It's
course.
the best.
But a little
Pizza
bit
the best.
But
Italian food the best.
But if you went to Italy, wouldn't you expect the pizza to be better? So I'm going to Boston. They're throwing fucking tea in the ocean.
Yeah,
you understand?
That might not be the best.
Do you understand? You ever heard of the Boston Tea Party?
Yeah,
They're just angry. They're just angry. They're just AWs, angry whites. You understand? So if they don't like it, they just throw it in the ocean. That's what they do. You understand? So they give me, fish and chips, and there's more vinegar, and there's a lemon, and I'm going, this is gonna be electric, and it's fish. And it's a chip.
It might have just been
and it's tartar sauce.
It might have just been the restaurant that you went to.
No, we were downtown. Classic. It's an old-looking place. It's all made out of wood. And we're thinking, this is authentic. The drinks were subpar. The food was subpar. What the fuck do you do? Boston, figure it out. Get it together. I mean, it's just like... Don't fucking false advertise. Your fucking clam chowder's not that good, and your fish and chips also isn't that good.
Yeah.
Enough out of you.
Boston is
enough.
Boston is
Massachusetts.
The state sucks. No,
it just sucks.
That's what I'm saying.
Just go away.
Like I got the New England clam chowder. I said, the place where you used to work has better.
100%. Shout out Outback Steakhouse.
No,
the clam chowder at Outback Steakhouse.
Amazing. Bring it back.
It's just thick. And it's creamy, and it's full of just life and flavor, and it's thick, and you got a couple of potatoes in there, you got some clam, it's just, you got some celery. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are? None of you have ever been to New York. Clearly. They're like, oh, fish and chips, A. Whatever the fuck they say. A. Whatever they do. You know? It's just like, what are you doing? You're not that good at it. What are you good at? Hockey?
Yeah.
Cool, bro.
Boston, so I don't know.
What are you good at? Cool. The Boston Bruins? Cool. You want some sort of banner or fucking trophy?
And they ban menthol cigarettes.
And they ban menthol cigarettes, so really...
It's bullshit.
What are you doing?
Whole lot of nothing.
Fuck. I want to like Boston. I don't have some like, oh, I'm a New York Yankee. But when I go there... When I go there and I try to get your classic traditional dish, and it's basically less than going to a chain of Outback Steakhouses, you're going to lose me.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a greasy piece of fish with some greasy fries. And was it good? Yeah, because I like grease, I like fish, and I like potatoes.
Yeah. I
slathered it with salt, pepper, slathered it with fucking tartar, and it was edible. Obviously, that's why I'm obese. But... You're not. You don't have authority to tell me what is and what it isn't clam chowder, because it's just not that good.
Yeah. And
that's just the way it is.
I hear that.
And I know all of our listeners are from Long Island and New York, and we agree this wholeheartedly. But that's just the way it is, and we're better at everything than you. Yeah. And that's just what it is.
So, last week you wanted Soulja Boy's information. Were those sources happen to know him at all?
Okay. So if you've been following the podcast from the beginning. You know, Soulja Boy is from Levittown. He's around 30 years old. So I had a friend who listens to the podcast. He goes, listen, send me a picture. My partner, he's a cop. And he goes, my partner is from Levittown and is 30. I want to see if he knows him.
Right.
So I text you. I said, send me the pictures. I send them on. Nothing. And he goes, oh, there's 4 high schools. Like, there's a lot of people. I don't know. Yeah. It could be his cousin, and he just doesn't want to tell us. Maybe. Maybe not.
Who knows? He'll be back in December.
You think he will be back? If he comes back in December?
I think he would text me. I bet you he texts me.
I fucking hope so.
Because he's going to come back and realize Lauren's a whore.
Lauren's a whore. That's
not going to be able to get over it, because guys from the military, like, they have such a chip on their shoulder that, like, they're never going to tolerate the idea of them being with somebody else.
I think they're in constant cool guy mode. Yeah. It's like, I have a gun. I drove a Hummer. It's like,
no,
cool,
that's not what it is.
You don't think that's what it is?
No, this is what it is.
What is it? Tell me, please. You have experience.
It's that they look at like people, because they like honor, like they have such honor, and like they swear upon like this certain like
when you wish upon a star.
No, like of being in the military, and like what their values are, and their values are like trust and integrity and endure, like all these things. So like their ego doesn't allow them to have the wool pulled over them. So he can come back and she'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, it was just a kiss. And I don't think it's something he can ever get over, because it's like it goes against all of his values of being supportive and having each other's, like what you're sworn into, and like you literally believe these are your brothers and you have integrity and like all of that shit. So they can't. They're like, how could you do this to me?
And it doesn't apply into real human being behavior.
Yeah. Which, no, either way, I mean, you're married, you probably shouldn't be cheating. But I don't think it's something that would be easily forgiven.
Oh, speaking of relations, you said you were going to tell a story about... Do you want to get into that or no?
Yeah, sure. What was it?
We can cut it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Being blocked? Okay. So, I have an ex from like years ago or whatever.
Louder. Fine.
What?
What?
What did you say?
What?
Louder?
I didn't say that.
So, one of my favorite exes, because our relationship, and for lack of a better word, we'll call him Steve. So, Steve and I knew each other for years before through friends, and we would like flirt here and there, whatever. Nothing ever came. Okay, no one cared. So then, like, you know, years later, we linked up and we dated for a couple of months, and we really hit it off like as friends, like super cool, like totally got his personality. He got mine. We would shit on each other, call each other like dickholes and assholes and fat fuck. Like
at that point, did you think it can go anywhere? Or it was just strictly, you know, someone says like, "Oh, I'm a friend," but
I
it's
thought
actually
it could
not.
go somewhere. I thought.
Oh, so you in the back of your head thought it could.
But I wasn't like, I'm so in love with him. Like I can't wait. Like I was like, me and him really get along. So does this mean?
It's just cool.
Because I was always like, I always think your soulmate is like your best friend. Right. So I'm like, maybe I don't fucking know.
Continue.
You know. So we whatever. everything was fine, you know. He ended up, you know, I love you, and I was drunk, and I said I love you too. And then the next morning, it was I love you, and I couldn't say it back because I'm not drunk
You're not
anymore.
wasted.
I'm not drunk.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, oh,
Right.
you're not saying it to me, whatever. And I'm just like, you know, we've been talking 3 months. Like, what are you talking about? I love you in 3 months. I can't even, you know, like I can't give you that in 3 months.
Okay, we're gonna finish the story. We are, but I want to interject. Is it time that makes you say you can love someone? No.
Mm-hmm.
Is it time that makes you think when someone says I love you that you're like, what the fuck? Or is it just the experience? Like, can you meet someone for a month, but it's so hyper great that you can accept the I love you? Or is it just like the person themselves?
I think years ago I felt like it could be whatever, just meet my soulmate, I love you in 10 minutes. Like maybe I thought that.
Right, okay.
But now at a different point in my life, you know, you get a little older and you're kind of like, what makes sense, what doesn't make sense, and what does even love mean? I want to have sex with you and I want to hang out with you. Does it mean I love you? I mean, I don't know.
What is even love?
So then I'm like, yeah, through my mind, I'm like, yeah, I got love for this kid. I got love for all my friends. Like, I
Right.
love ya.
Right.
Love
So
ya.
where does it go from here?
But I don't love you.
Right.
So
there's a difference between loving someone and being in love with
Yeah.
them. Which
But
took
no,
me a
not
while.
even that. Not even that.
All right, so finish the
That's
story.
irrelevant. So whatever, we end up breaking up months later, whatever. So then like a year after we break up, I see his friend somewhere and I hit him up and I was like, you know, it sucks that we're not cool anymore. Like I hope that we can still be cool. He's like, no, we're friends, whatever. So we end up being friends on social media. Over time, I realize that he has like a new girlfriend. Okay, great for him. Like it doesn't matter. Like he shares funny memes with me all day long, and I share funny memes with him, and we just like get like it's innocent.
Right.
But then, like, sometimes he, like, breaks up with his girlfriend, like, maybe 1 or 2 times. And I was like, what happened? You take her off for your profile? And I'm joking because we're close like that. I said, what happened now, you know? He's like, I can't fucking deal with it. She fucking sucks. Like, oh, listen, we all suck. You just deal. You know, I'm like one of those. I'm not one of those, like, oh, yeah. Like, come, like, no. And I'm like, yeah, women suck. You guys suck. We all suck. Relationships suck. We're cool. So that was one time. We stayed talking. Then 2 days later, she's back on the profile. And I'm like, oh, you're back together. That's good. Yeah. And then we talk. And then we're still sharing memes. Everything's great.
Right.
So then recently, we share a meme.
How recent are we talking here?
Maybe like a week or 2. So I look at the profile and I was like, here we go. She's back off the profile. And he's like, well, you know, this time I'm done. Like, I'm sick of her. She's fucking miserable. I go to her house. I fucking clean her house. I buy her flowers. I go, stop doing that shit.
Right.
Stop fucking doing that. We don't need that. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. He's like, no, I know you're right. Every time I do this, I get fucked over. I go, we suck. No one cares. Like, that's just how we are. And I go, well, maybe me and you can get together. We'll smoke before you get back into a serious relationship. Because we talk about, like, smoking but it's always been, like, inappropriate, you know, for him, right. I guess, because I know, whatever. So the next day comes and goes. I hear a song and I send it to him on Snap, whatever. So stops answering me, and I knew something was up because we always send like little IG stuff to each other.
And you knew that it was stopping.
Yeah, I was like, it's been fucking 11 hours and he hasn't answered me because it was usually fast like that. I know he always had his phone on him. I know it was never. So I go, something's up. So I go to the message. I go, he read the message.
Something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. Okay.
So it wasn't great. So I go to his page.
Shout out West Side Story.
I go to click his page. It says, no post.
Oh my god.
I said, he fucking blocked me. After the conversation was like totally fine, but you can see his profile.
He blocked your ass,
and he has
dude?
his girlfriend's initials with the heart back on. I was like,
wait. What did you do to make him block your ass?
Literally nothing.
Oh my god. So you check it goes no posts. Okay.
It says 164 posts, and then you look at the profile, no posts.
No.
Like,
fuck.
And then he unfollowed our fucking YouTube. He fucking blocked our fucking Instagram account.
Oh my god.
No, he's done. I did nothing.
So now, has it been
resolved? So I'm thinking, no, it won't be. I just think guys are fucking mad and insecure because maybe he's looking at it like I told you I was off, and then I was on, and I'm off, and then I was on.
Right.
So maybe he feels embarrassed.
Oh my god.
Do you think, is that what you guys do?
No,
because he would have just been like, whatever, I'm trying again with her. I would have been like,
because
I'm so chill, because I'd be like, it happens. We go on and off till our fucking, we don't do it. Who cares? I thought we were cool.
So what do you think happened?
Part of me was almost like, did she see the messages of us
Ooh.
That would be, and then she was probably like, oh, you better delete her and block her and whatever else. That, or he's embarrassed and he did it on his own accord.
Great word. Great. Wow. I don't really know. I would never do that because of that. But if the girlfriend went in and started fucking finagling with the dangling, maybe that's what it is. Do you know the girlfriend?
No, she's gross.
She's gross. Jesus.
And she's younger. Like, he, you could tell, like, when he dated me, like, I was more of, like, a woman, because he was, like, a year younger than me, and I don't really date guys younger than me.
Right.
Like, I date guys almost in their 40s, so.
Right, because you're
date somebody
cool.
younger, because I'm totally cool. But when I date somebody younger than me, like, he used to say, I love how you work, you have your shit together, and, like, he lived at home with his grandmother. Like, it was different. Like, I was on adult mode, and he was like, I'm almost going to be an adult. So she was probably, like, a little behind him, so it was, like, cute. I don't know.
So you haven't talked? You haven't reached out?
No, and it makes me sad because I'm like, I loved being friends with him to the point. Like, we were just, it was cool. I was like, fuck, why do you have to be so gay about it?
Maybe he thinks that he can't be friends with you without wanting to be more than friends with you.
I don't really necessarily think that, and even if that was the case, like, I'm so the person that's just like, listen, like, I thought we were going to be able to be cool, but, I'm dating this chick, and this doesn't feel appropriate to me.
Not just
so
a
I
flat
care
out
about
block.
you. Yeah, I would be like, I care for you, whatever, but I just feel like I'm going to proceed with this woman in my life, whatever. I'd be like, no doubt. Like, I wish you the best of luck, and if we ever cross paths and be friends again, that's great. But it was to the point where I was sending a picture of, like, my corn, and he just, like, never opened it. I was like, oh, okay. We're not friends.
You gotta respond to
We're not friends anymore.
Right, we say.
So.
Oh, my God.
Well,
like, blocking people, here's the fucking deal. Recently, because of the fucking pandemic and Black Lives Matter and everything that's been going on, I've been just fucking slipping and slashing with friends from social media. And is it petty? I used to think it was petty, and I'm just like, it's not petty. Like, I'm going on my social media and I'm looking at whatever it's called, stories, whatever. Yeah. Do I want to see your fucking bullshit fucking conspiracy theory about how Barack Obama is a Muslim and he's fucking blowing up the Twin Towers? It's just like, no, I don't want to see that. You're insane and you need therapy. I know. So I'm going to block you. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing personal. You're still hot. It's fine. But I'm just not going to stand for it. I'm just not going to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I just can't do it. Like, I get that we're friends and we went to fucking high school together, but it's just like, if you're going to continue to perpetuate just like, Barack Obama is a terrorist, and that's like, what are we doing here?
No, but like
clearly we're not, and that's why I've been cutting the followers down. Rico has a fucking pan of shit over there. It's fine.
But you never, you're done with Facebook.
I've never been on Facebook in probably 5 years, 6 years.
That's a big piece.
Yeah. Instagram's great. TikTok is great. You want to talk about TikTok for a second or no?
I don't know much.
I'm on TikTok. I'm on our TikTok. What Goes On Podcast TikTok. Yeah. And I try to, it's an algorithm. I've been trying to explain this to you. When you like something or how long you have been looking at a video, it goes, oh, he likes this or she likes that. Let's give them more, right? So our page, I've been trying to do funny videos, psychos, meth addicts, funny things that we can look at on the pod and it'll be fun. My personal page, it's just fat titties and like how to cook a steak. You understand? My whole TikTok is steak, a little bit of like people like spackling walls, and fat titties. And that's just all my TikTok is. But what really is alarming to me, right? I'll see a video. I'm just scrolling. It just comes up naturally. Yeah. And all of a sudden I see a girl, and I go, she's 11.
No, that's not.
No. She's 11 years old.
Really bad.
And that she's doing the WAP, the wet ass pussy dance. It's like, that's an issue. You understand? No. Where are your parents? Are they doing fucking coke in the fucking...
No.
Where are they?
They're in the living room.
What are you... What do you, what am I, what's the world supposed to do? Everyone's talking about child trafficking, and I'm with you. And let's kill those motherfuckers. Jeffrey Epstein, let's fucking slaughter his corpse.
No, I hear you.
But when you're on TikTok, and I'm just scrolling looking for, meat recipes.
I'm not saying that.
And they're 15 and 16-year-olds bouncing their titties in a fucking bikini.
I know.
It's like, what are we doing here? And it's fine. And I'm not trying to say women should be empowered, but that's just too young, and it just is what it is. When you're 18, show your puss. I don't care. You're an adult by law. When you're 15, 16, and you're bouncing your titties intentionally, trying to get more followers, it's just like, it's just a bad, we reward bad behavior, and maybe China should take it back. Maybe Trump's got a point,
Well, I don't think that's the only reason.
Maybe. It's too much. It's just too much. Because now who am I? If we have FBI agents and they're looking at our phone, who am I? I'm liking 15-year-old titty pics. That's an issue. I don't know they're 15. They're bouncing. Everything's great.
Whose fault is that your fault?
Maybe it is. Maybe I should be ashamed. Maybe I should be locked up. Maybe. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe. But when I'm scrolling, you can't see an age. You just bounce. It's just like, you did that intentionally, and we all know.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no filter that goes, oh, here's a 15-year-old bouncing or not, and here's an 18-year-old bouncing or not. There needs to be some sort of, it's out of control. And all of a sudden, you look, and it goes 15, Instagram, 250,000 followers. I go, okay, that's great. That's perfect. What are we doing here? What should we do?
There's nothing we can do.
There's nothing you can do.
The internet's really gotten away from us.
It's gone. It's long gone.
Yeah.
It's so far gone. It's not even controllable anymore. It's just not. That's my fucking rant. It's just like, what am I... and then thinking about that, I'm thinking, okay. Once I see how old they are, I won't follow them, obviously, because I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm not a predator.
Yeah.
In that sense, I'm not into pedophilia, because that's disgusting. Mm-hmm. But, at some point, it's out there, and you're making it readily available for these fucking sickos.
So whose fault is that?
I don't know whose fault is it, but I just don't want to wake up one day and I see fucking Chris Hanson walk down. And he goes, take a seat. And he's got a folder. He goes, you said here to, I don't want to be on Dateline. Just from fucking, you know what I mean? Am I going to be on fucking Dateline NBC to catch a predator?
I know.
Is that what's happening here? Is this some sort of sting operation?
Well, I think they can only do that if you know the age of them and you're, pursuing it knowing
it's hard. It's hard out there.
I think the parents do need to take...
The parents don't know what's going on. They're fucking slurping on pills. No. They don't know what's happening. No. Their husband's fucking cheating on them.
I know plenty of people in our family who didn't monitor our family members' internet use.
Well, they didn't monitor me and yours.
We didn't have social media use
we had Facebook when we were younger.
I had Facebook when I was in 12th grade.
Well, that's because it was later.
I wasn't 12 with social media.
But it was different. Now that's just what you're expected of.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. They don't know. These boomers don't know how to deal with it.
They don't know fucking shit from apple butter.
No.
And that's just a fact.
Yeah, I know.
What do we do? How do we remedy this? There's nothing
They have to educate themselves. That's really what it comes down to as parents. I get it. I know the time's changing for my son growing up, and I have to just be vigilant.
Yeah, but you have a son. Imagine you have a daughter, and she's 11, bouncing her tits.
Yeah, but I have to teach. Yeah, but I have to teach him to be a man and to not sexualize women, regardless if she's drunk.
Obviously.
Short skirt and
what if she's sexualizing herself on social media?
I have to tell my son to be strong enough to look away.
What if you have a daughter?
I have a son.
And she's in her bedroom.
I have a son.
At 3 a.m. And she's making wet ass pussy.
You know what I would do?
You know what I'm saying?
What do you
do?
You really want to know what I would do?
What would you Do.
I will slap the shit out of her. I will slap the shit out of her because you want to act fucking grown, then we'll fucking go. Like you're fucking grown.
Right.
Because I will fuck you
up. You want to be grown?
That's exactly.
I'll beat your fucking ass like you're grown.
That's number one. Number two
Praise God.
Number
Don't touch
two
me.
is
Praise God.
the phone it's done.
Take that shot, by the way.
The phone is done.
Take that shot.
But you're having no privilege to your phone because do you pay the phone bill?
No, but here's what's going to be.
But
they're going to go out and you're like, oh, what if she happens and I can't get in touch with her?
What are you doing?
Oh, you're punished.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're punished. Hey, you're fucking punished.
No, you touch it. You think you're fucking going out? You're not. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not going out.
Okay.
And that will be for a little bit, and after some time, we'll say, oh, I get
right.
it. They can come over.
Okay.
They can come over. You want to hang? Come over to the house.
It's getting to a point where it's just too much. And I get it, and I really do sympathize with those teens. It's like you want to be popular, you want to get followers, but it's like, be funny, be interesting. Don't wear a fucking crop top and bounce your fucking tits. Yeah. You're a child.
They don't get it.
You don't even know what the word economics means. You haven't even passed Math B. Like, can you stop? Can you get accepted into a university before you start flashing your fucking tits around? Is that so hard to ask?
It is.
Here's the deal. If you're in college, be a whore. Fine.
But anything before that, you're not allowed.
But anything was exactly.
And we have laws for that. Because then you're
If you're in college, then be a whore, and I respect you for being a whore. But before you're in college, you're not going to be a fucking whore. Not in my house. You understand? Not under my roof. You're just not going to be that. You know what I mean? Because then we're at the park and like, oh, there's an Instagram girl. And I go, oh, that's a treat. She's 17. It's the internet. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's gone to shit. It's just gone to shit. You know, when we were on the fucking internet, it was like, oh, who's going to be in my top 8? You know? Oh, is there going to be a picture of my dog on my fuck? It's like...
Not even.
Now it's like, how many TikTok followers you're going to have? 150,000?
I can tell you something right now. I did not.
It's wild. It's just wild.
I didn't have a top 8 until I was in 12th grade. Because that was when
now it's middle schoolers.
But that's what I'm saying.
And it's not a top 8. It's a fucking OnlyFans page. You know, and they're kicking their soccer ball around with fucking with no socks on. You know what I mean? What do you do? You know, what do you do? When your daughter goes outside, she goes, oh, I want to film me playing soccer. But little do you know, there's a fucking 45-year-old named Darren going, I'll pay you $75 if you play soccer shoeless. What do you do? You take the money? I'd take the money. Personally.
No, there's other things.
I mean, it's just all fucking too much.
More than that. It's like,
how do you have a daughter? If I had a daughter, and I've said this forever, and everyone's like, oh, there's JonAnthony joking again. It's going up for adoption.
Really so silly.
I can't do it. I know who human men are, and I know what we can do. And it's just not good. We're disgusting. We're pigs, we're dogs, we're animals. You know? And we're predators. And that's just the way it is. Do I like guys? Yes, of course, they're my friends. You know? If I had a daughter, would I want any of them to even talk to them in their direction? No. I'll kill you, or I'll kill her, or I'll kill myself. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I say all the time, if I had a daughter like that, I see our nieces get older now.
No.
I'm like, no, I
no, sorry, Bob.
It wouldn't happen.
Oh 100%. My God.
No, it wouldn't.
This the way it is. Fade away 3 and I make 6